some of the other teams. I believe this is Red.
Canids,
yeah, the Red Canids. Feeling pretty confident after picking up that win on the second map, even though it was kind of a crazy ending to that one.
Well, you know what? Speaking about crazy endings, we're going to have a crazy beginning here on round 3. It's going to be Miramar, and of course, it's going to be brought to you by the handsome gentlemen of Valdez and Paper Thin.
Let's go, Miramar, game number 3 underway. Plane starting out by the prison island, going to make its way north middle towards Torre Ahumada, and then we will kind of see where things shake out from there. Of course, for the most part, you only get one map. You only get one time on these maps to really find your groove, see what you can get going. This is a map that really favors, you know, sniping long-range distance fights to start out with, and usually as time goes on, that's still pretty important. Depending on where the circle goes, sometimes if it goes further south, there's a lot more terrain to work with, so some of the closer range fighting becomes a little more important. Or if you end up with a very unusual city finish, that can also result in some really hectic games.
Yeah, Miramar is a lot of fun. I'm a big fan, as I believe you are as well, Paper Thin.
Yeah.
And glad to be going into this one. We're going to be nearing the halfway point once we get to halfway through this game, as there are 5 maps. So we'll see who is going to take that big leap over the middle of the day. Red Canids here. See where they do end up going.
San Martinish, it looks like.
Yeah.
Somewhere around there. I think they might be going right on top of San Martin. Circle does go northeast, so we're getting a little bit of variation on this one. We'll find out more about where this is still. This one's pretty far north, though, so this one could start shifting up, maybe towards Cruz de Valle or something like that. Give us kind of a little unique situation. You don't often get too many circles way up north there. A couple teams I want to just mention right now in terms of their drop locations. You can see a few on your screen there, but 46 is way down on the prison island. They got out right away. EGC heading down towards South Los Leones. And oh my gosh, Guns actually took some damage there. That's some nice shooting.
And we got Nicola on the run. He's looking for more. He's pretty far out, though, his gun, so I'm not sure that he's actually going to be able to catch up here and get any kills down. But doing a nice amount of damage, not half bad. We'll begin to loot there over by the graveyard, I believe.
That's all right. You force out an energy drink or a painkiller of some kind, at least, from your opponent, so there's nothing wrong with that. Might as well take the shots. Like, what is it, that Wayne Gretzky quote? You miss 100% of the shots you don't take?
You miss 100% of the shots.
You're a hockey player. You should know these things.
Well, you said it before I could prove that,
all
but
right.
I knew it.
Okay.
Just for the record, I knew the quote.
I don't believe.
Just in case anyone's judging me out there. But yeah, it's true. And we've seen a lot of teams actually do that. You know, in some lobbies, teams might be like, hey, maybe we should stay quiet. We don't want to give up our location. Not the case in this format. Everybody's shooting at anything that moves, which is better. I actually like that a lot better because you get the action going early and fast, and some unlikely kills can happen, and some fun stuff, which is really the name of the game when it comes to any game.
Exactly. I really want to see what Ayala is thinking here. He thought about maybe putting some shots into a member of Divine Vendetta, but is going to back off for now. Just kind of got some information. Divine Vendetta has a Bronco for themselves, so they're going to load up, get on in, and drive away safely. I think this is a pretty interesting circle. There's a couple teams that are going to have a lot of room to maneuver early on. SNT going to be one of them because they are way up. They've split between Campo Militar and Torre Ahumada, and Unique has El Azahar all to themselves. So there's quite a bit of room to maneuver on that northern, especially that northeastern part of the circle there, as no one else is up there. So the southwestern part going to be very crowded. Maybe if you're a team like EGC or Yala, you're thinking about taking a very long eastern rotation. RRQ over in El Pozo. So, of course, I would expect them to go up around towards La Cobreria, coming from the north side, as they're, you know, they should pretty well know that there's not going to be many teams up there, and they should be able to get a pretty nice central-ish location for themselves.
Yeah, I'm always curious to see what kind of hill or, you know, fortification they can make for themselves when we do look at RRQ. We saw Team Unique in the previous round try to do something similar, making an early move towards the middle, trying to find some kind of mountain range to just set up shop and see what kills they can get. We've seen other teams with confidence up towards the top of the rankings do quite the same thing. I believe a lot of our North American fans are going to be looking towards C9 to see if they can redeem themselves after that kind of shaky Vikendi with Pyra, rather.
Pyra.
Yeah, Pyra.
We were corrected.
That's the name.
We apologize for that.
Caught
but
myself.
We've got it fixed. We're going to fix that one. Pyra now, and the hero for C9 on Vikendi. But yeah, overall, this has not been a great start for C9 to the day. Of course, they're the only Group B team, the only international team that is outside the top 8, and they will look to try to right that ship because no one wants to be in that situation. Love what I'm seeing from EGC so far, and they have a bit of work to do on this one. The circle isn't going to be in their favor this time, so let's see what they can do when when you're given a little bit more of a challenge to start out the round.
Yeah, when the circles don't just close on you one by one and you feel really happy about your situation. Doesn't happen all the time. But, yeah, we see Mao out here just looting some of the sparse, spread out locations as Oped just going for a bit of a scout here in his own buggy. Might have heard the car coming on in as everybody's trying to get a move on here towards that first circle up to the northeast.
Yep, the circle is closing. 46 still down by Los Higos, and they are going to start getting their way across the bridge. I'm curious to watch them. They're a team that, we thought maybe had a shot from the MENA region coming into this. They played extremely well during that group stage. They were almost your top fragging team. They were 1 kill behind 6N. So, but overall they had a lot of really strong placements. So they look to be maybe trying to get things turned around for themselves as well. There's a lot of teams keeping our eye on and for those situations. RRQ is making a very late rotation. They are still looting up in El Pozo. I would have expected them to go around the north, but maybe not. I haven't seen them really start making their way in any particular direction yet. C9 went right up the road that goes to the north of Power Grid. So they're going to come up and through that area. There's a vehicle in front of them from another team, which is Elementrix, who has a kind of a big split. The other 3 members are over by water treatment. And there you can see Mr. Hyozu. It's pretty far away from the rest of his team, but he should be relatively okay. There isn't really anybody in his way as long as he doesn't decide to drive towards San Martin, and I really wouldn't expect him to do that.
Yeah, he's not heading in that direction anyway, as we're out here in the sands of Miramar. Everybody just trying to make their way up to the northeast as Goskilla just hanging around here. They do have 4 members grouping up against, it looks like only 2 members of the Middle East Assassins, so we might have our first firefight, our first real one, coming on in here as BAM alongside Guns are keeping their eye on the members of Goskilla.
Yeah, Goskilla is a 4v2 here potentially, and Guns is just looking around the corner trying to hold down the angle, and you can see 2 members of Goskilla are going to roll on through and reposition themselves. I want to see what they're thinking. Oh, there's no helmet here for QOSE, and so he definitely does not want to be a part of this fight right now. They need to get him something on that head because, if you don't have a helmet, anything grazes your dome, you're in a world of hurt.
He doesn't have a helmet. He's also riding in the back of the truck. As they're like, well, yeah, if you get hit, that's too bad for you, buddy. We're not going to give you any protection at all. Thankfully, he is going to be okay for his own sake. As the circle about to close in, we actually have 2 or 3 teams still outside of the circle just looting down south of Los Leones. So it'll be interesting to see how long they decide to stay outside of the circle.
Yeah, this is going to be a really interesting situation for EGC as they are going to be making a very, very late rotation in the circle, which the second one moves over to the east, so right around El Azahar there. And I think EGC and 46 were kind of waiting for the second circle to make their move, biding their time, and then they're going to kind of decide where they think is going to be the safest spot for them to move on over. And there is SNP in that this vehicle does not handle well outside of roads, so it is not always the most fun to take, but a lot of times you're just not given any other choice. And there's MEE going in front of Yasha. Yasha getting a few shots in there on the crossing MEA members. Unique is trying to set up shop to try to blockade this, and we'll find out if they can make this work. They're pretty spread out over there by El Azahar.
it's quite dangerous to just roll on through, and a couple of casualties already. Syed and Akaito going to be taken out here on the side of the ME Assassins. The rest of them just trying to drive on by and find a decent spot to hole up for a while with only 2 members left available.
Yeah, that's definitely not the start you wanted as a team who is not doing well in the standings right now. Has not been their day so far. AZ getting some shots onto Era Madness with that M16. A little bit of damage done here and there. Saw B52. He is going to find a dome with that M24. He's going to get Kevin knocked from Yala. So a couple MENA teams duking it out. Let's see if he can finish it off. Nope, that one is going to just come up short.
Good work so far, though. Let's see if he can lock it down as he's trying to hit the leg. I think he did get him. Oh. Gets another shot down, but the res has started. Another one is going to go down as Kevin will bite the dust. B52 just laying down the bombs from long range.
Those were some really, really nice shots from B52. He even caught a piece of AZ there. So 1 member down for Yala. Another kill early on for Era Madness on Vikendi. They weren't able to continue that success as time went on. So can they find a way to maybe regroup and get themselves some more points? They've gotten into late game situations, but not with many points underneath their belt so far regardless. And Yala, they are hurting a bit, and they are going to relocate because where they were was not an ideal situation for them. They were in a line of fire with, RRQ's taking some damage here. That's Divine Vendetta going up against the Majid. Is doing a ton of work. That is a couple members down for RRQ. Athena, Ernie, and Senior going down. D2E and a Bronco. I don't know what he's going to be able to do. He might try to set up shop to cover this, but actually there's 3 down here for Athena. This is absolute disaster for them.
It really is, and it's desperation now for D2E. He's not going to go back there. There's no way he can save his teammates. He had to jump ship as it looked like Divine Vendetta just had them dead to rights in the middle of the field here. They get them caught out, so a nice bunch of kills going to go their way, but we do have Elementrix coming in. They smelled the blood in the water, and they want a piece of the action.
Well, absolutely. They probably saw the kill feed. They know full well what teams are going on this. They want to try to get some work done. Hyozu getting some nice shots with that SKS. Grenades are coming out now to try to buy some time. Divine Vendetta going to try to lick their wounds, and here is D2E. He's going to try to steal this kill. Hyozu shooting in there, nothing really landing. There is an explosion. Poo-Poo Man is going to find Mao as well. So Elementrix with some thirsty guys, and they are rolling up. Nasser is prone. He is very hurt as well. Junior coming up and over. That is going to be for sure Mao down. So Divine Vendetta put the hurt onto RRQ. Athena. Nasser goes down. So yes, that will be them out in 16th place.
Down they all go, and Elementrix take every kill. 4 kills as they do come along here and take out Divine Vendetta. And that's what can happen when you fight early, and it's part of the reason why you see teams sometimes just try to stay in the shadows, because you take a fight this early on and something goes wrong, another team just rolls along and catches you off guard. All of a sudden you're out in 16th place. Even though it looked good to start, you gave up your position, and the other teams are going to know, and they're going to pounce like hyenas. And that's exactly what happened to Divine Vendetta. They could not handle the heat, and that means that Elementrix are going to run away with the spoils.
I want to talk about how smart of a play that is from Elementrix. They saw the kill feed. They know full well what 2 teams are fighting there. There's nothing else going on in the map. So they know it's Divine Vendetta. They feel confident against that team, and they saw that they just dusted RRQ Athena. So they know they're potentially going to be a little beat up as well. Most likely RRQ Athena isn't going to go down without a fight. And now they're continuing to put the hurt onto some more teams. C9 rolled up in here. They were kind of forced into this situation because of the way the circle worked. And now let's see if Elementrix can defend this, as it is just Mr. Hyozu all alone.
Got Marley here on an off angle up against Elementrix, who seem to be fighting another team here, but 4 members of them are going to group up, and Marley not really able to get the clutch hits he was looking for. Mr. Hyozu, you mentioned, is all alone up there up against C9. Meanwhile, Lord is going to get another kill.
This guy's an absolute monster.
Yeah, no surprise there from Lord, as he's just doing what he normally does.
He's so good. He is incredible right now. I mean, he's probably going to end up the day with double-digit kills pretty easily. And okay, now Elementrix is in trouble. Orange is very, very hurt. Zute might come around there, finish that one off. I'm believing that 46 is almost completely down. They fell into EGC on the background. Zute doing a great job here, spraying down Junior, confirming that. Hyozu trying to return fire, make them pay for it. Pyra is trying to cover the flank. Hyozu goes out into the blue. He's going to find one. Can he find two? He has no idea. That is 2 down for C9.
Unbelievable play. The timing was perfect, and I don't know how C9 didn't know he was there. I mean, it looked like Beowulf went down to him and got knocked earlier on. He's going to go down to the play zone, unfortunately, as both C9 and Elementrix take an immense amount of damage.
Yeah, Elementrix, they're picking up a bunch of kills, but they might go down pretty early. It's going to be up to Poo Man, see if he's got some solo heroics in him. Zute as well, the last member for C9, and you know, Elementrix doing a great job, but everybody was just getting funneled into that southwest part of the circle. Of course, because it shifts northeast, that's where most of the teams are going to be. And you know, it's a risk-reward situation, and I think they played it pretty darn well, actually. I mean, getting all those kills onto Divine Vendetta and now picking up some more, they needed those kill points.
Yeah, I mean, 7 kills overall is a really fantastic number to bring along. Even if you go out with only 1 point from placements, that's 8. It's not terrible when you consider the entire scope of things. So pretty nicely done. We do have SMP up against Team Unique, as it looks like Team Unique is getting ready to pounce here. Yasha up on the hill trying to get that angle onto Citizen. He's all alone in the smoke and trying to do his best here to fight back. He's not going to be able to do much just yet, but Old Boy does go down. He's going to get the knock on a Rogue with the Uzi here. A little bit of help of his friend, and now Kitsune going to come in here and help out Rogue and help win the fight for Team Unique. But the rest of them are knocked.
Yeah, SNP down in 15th place. A bit of damage done there to Unique, but it looks like they are all going to be able to be okay. Up and going again. Zagert's got that MK14, so he has found himself a crate, which is a nice pickup for them. They've got a decent little spot on top of the mountain, almost center circle, as there is a lot of Cruz de Valle in this circle, which actually makes this quite a chaotic finish. We're going to have a ton of teams survive.
Yeah.
If you're somebody like Poo Man or D2E, these sole survivors from your team, if you can navigate the city well, and if you bide your time and you find the right times to make your moves, you know, you stay relatively quiet, you can definitely squeak out, you know, like a top 5 finish or something like that. But it is really more difficult in some ways because there is going to be a ton of congestion inside of that city.
Absolutely. We'll see exactly how this all goes down. Our Madness, we haven't seen too much of them, but they're running straight into Team Queso up on the hill here. Well, they were thinking about it, and now they're going to be running down the hill. We're going to take a southern kind of position here, but we do have EGC down in the south location. Right here on the map, you can see that Zute has gotten into the middle of the town in Cruz del Valle. So not half bad for him. We'll see if he can actually survive for a long time this time around.
Yeah, that's a pretty aggressive rotation from him considering he's a solo. I really like it. All right, Bear, let's see what you can do with that mini. We know you're a superstar with the snipers, but not much going to land there. You got to be careful because B52 was feeling it with that M24. Bear looking over to the side. Nobody's peeking up their heads. A little pre-fire from him. Looks like B52 did take a bit of damage there in the exchange. And Team Queso up on the hill. I like Queso's spot. I like SNT's spot. They've got some nice positioning up on. Oh my goodness. We are going right into Cruz de Valle. This is going to be a madhouse.
And our 2 solo players, Zute and Poopaman, they are very happy about that circle. They don't have to move. They can sit in their little houses and camp it up and see if they can even pick up some more kills along the way. So, going to be pretty happy for them. But We do see EGC down here, one of the not happy teams, looking to rotate up towards the east, but they have Team Unique right above them. Lord getting another kill on the kill feed. Didn't get to see that one either, but he's, again, picking up the kills.
All right, big moment here for Poo Poo Man. Team Queso went on the the west side of Yala. Mystic took a little bit of damage in transition. Ayala, Marco, oh boy, that is an exposed spot. They're going to take a bunch of damage trying to get in there. Ayala, in fact, does get taken down by AZ from Yala. So that was a weird one there. They're able to get inside the building and should be able to get the revive, assuming nobody is able to throw a grenade on the inside. But man, you got to know that that side of that building is pretty exposed, not only from where Yala was, but also from the north where the cannons are.
Yeah, we do have a fight coming up here. Arab Madness got that snipe from B52 to start it off, but since then it's been all EGC taking out a bunch of members here, or at least only Quiet gonna take them out, but the rest of them on the run. As Molotov taking a bunch of damage. Can he get out alive? Looks like he will for now. But yeah, on this kind of circle, I mean, you see teams just making mad dashes because everybody wants some piece of whatever little compound they can find in the middle.
Big moment for EGC coming up because they know that RRQ is down to just one member. If they can get inside the circle with 4 up, they're going to give themselves a decent little shot, but they've only got 2 buggies to work with. They're swinging way around the other side. Arab Madness trying to make them pay for it. There's B52 around the corner. Bear is going to just outdo him. No, I'm sorry, it's Poo Poo Man. Poo Poo Man is going to wreck B52. I thought that might have been Bear from the back of the buggy, but no, sir. No, sir. Poo Poo Man is not going down quietly.
And Dobby getting an angle here, gonna take out Old Boy, but he immediately gets punished. And in fact, he didn't even take out Old Boy. Old Boy just went for the good old prone and shoot and took him out in the firefight there. So props to him as Team Unique able to get a kill alongside a nice little building here, but a grenade coming on in from Die. Not quite gonna land though.
Hazy's doing some good work there for Yala, holding down the front of that compound, getting some big knocks, you know, keeping space between him and the rest of the teams. Really like what we're seeing from him, and there we go. There EGC is going to find B52 and pick up a kill for themselves. Despite Poo Poo Man getting that knock, they're going to steal it out. Now, though, EGC has a lot more work to do because we are going northeast, all these teams on the southwest. Team Queso, Yala, RRQ, D2E actually maybe could get in there. There's nobody up there kind of over by those graves that are on the north side of the city. And Lord here, seeing if he can find a grenade, but there's nobody out there for him to really throw that at from that angle.
It's pretty ridiculous. I mean, we're coming into Circle 6 here, and there are 13 teams left. I mean, this is so many teams clustered up in this tiny little circle. Everybody just trying to find their little nook and cranny in one of these small buildings. Grenades are going to be so key when it comes to this kind of city fight, as there's action all across the board.
Yeah, it's a pretty important fight for 6N and Unique. They want to stay up towards the top of the standings, especially 6N trying to hold down that MENA pride. And here we go, the red cannons looking over towards Queso. Levuski is going to see some movement there and relay that information to the rest of his team, his Team Queso. They are on the southwestern edge of the circle. There, SNT is trying to prone their way through, seeing if they can just sneak in anywhere, anyhow, into one of those smaller churches. Levuski looking to cook a grenade, maybe. He has seen some members of Team Queso, looking to see if he can maybe catch a cheeky one here. Gonna aim that around the corner. Potentially, nope, he's going to change his mind. He's going to try to go out, but doesn't really find anything he likes. And right now, there's a standoff between these two teams, and we'll see if somebody comes up behind them, potentially EGC or something like that, might opt to try to bust in the backside.
Yeah, and we had the one member of RRQ up in the northwest, and I was going to say he's pretty lucky that nobody has rotated up to the northwest side of that circle because he's just going to be able to walk on in. Excuse me.
I got you, buddy.
Take it away.
I got it. You're okay. Poo Poo Man coming in with the buggy. He is just able to get inside of one of those open-ended garages. Those are not ideal. Bear very, very hurt here for EGC. It is going to be a decent grenade, get some damage, but he is so hurt. Blue is going to be pushing him in. I don't know what he can do. You've got Satan on the other side of this hill. He is just prodding, probing, looking for some kind of entryway into this. The Red Cannons have him pretty well blocked off, and then Queso's over here as well. He doesn't have any heals available to him. He's just got whatever's left inside of the tank there, and now it is going to be Ghostskilla who is going to just have a field day from on top of the bell tower.
Great position for them. Nobody's really challenging them up there, and Bear is going to go down. EGC out in 13th place. But fear not, there will be a lot of teams to follow him up, as we really do not have much space left over here. As Lord is going to go down to the Vector from Guns. A bunch of fighting already going down with the crate right in the middle.
Yeah, Ghostskilla has a nice building for themselves, but after this, it gets very, very challenging. 6N, Lord, it looks like he is being knocked. He has been knocked, excuse me, for them. And now you got Aldeek trying to hold off Yala, who is not left with many options. They just want to get through this church. Grenades coming up. That's a really good one. Does a ton of damage, but isn't able to get the knock.
Yeah, a bit unfortunate that it couldn't finish him off there. But I think his other teammate got knocked as well. So the rest of Yala just backed off and going for the revive here. Looks like only 2 of them left available. 6N, Lord, has switched to that shotgun. He's looking to see if he can get any damage done. He does a bit, but here comes Team Unique trying to get in there. And Nicola from downtown gonna put in that grenade, but kills going the way of Unique.
Yeah, a nice try by 6N. They still have 2 members left, though. Let's see if they can get it going. The Cannons now in a fight with SNT. SNT on the ground. Sigurd gets a few shots in. He's going to get some knocks. 2 members of the Cannons are going down here, and that is a nice defensive hold from SNT. They are able to prevent that massive push, but Natowski does get around the corner there.
Just barely, and that is huge. They just got the chicken dinner in the last game. They didn't want to go out super early, but now the teams are falling one by one so fast. Let's take a look at this grenade. Kobe? Oh, he put it through the other window.
Oh, he had the angle.
Yeah.
Oh, no, and he's going to get shot. Oh, no.
Through the door.
Waleed, it's Queso from behind, ruining it. He had the grenade. He had Natowski dead to rights, but isn't able to get it in there. RRQ Athena down on the backside. Here is Unique pushing forward. They are in a battle with Team Queso now. There are so many teams down here. Everybody just trying to fight and claw their way through. Marco, the only one left standing for them. I can't even tell anymore. There's so many people dying. Oh, Mystics on the backside for Queso. Unique is able to finish off a couple more members. They still have 4 up for Unique. This is a really impressive run for them.
Unique have done a fantastic job. It's just been beautiful the way they've been able to claw their way through this crazy circle. And there's teams like theirs, and then there are solo players like Zute who are still alive. Another nice shot from Old Boy. They have 14 kills total to Team Unique, as Mystic trying to take the shot here. He's super low. And he's actually going to survive for now.
Wowzers, but I think Unique is going to be able to pick him up. He is going to bandage. He's only got a couple more left. At this point, he's just looking to see if he can maybe put some hurt into Unique, get something out of it. Zute is going to find. All right, Mystic runs out. He does get taken out, but it's going to be Guns from forever away with... Are you kidding me? I thought that was going to be number 15 for Unique for sure. They're down to 3 members. Zute doing a phenomenal job. These solo heroes for C9 showing up today and giving them some kind of life in this, but Unique has got 3. No shot's going to really land for Zute through that corner. Trying to make a tough angle through that window. Isn't able to connect, and now Unique looking pretty good. And there is only these 2 left now, just Zute versus the world.
Yeah, I mean, it's not looking good for him, but let's see if he can pull off the miracle as he's all alone in the building. Unique looking to just charge on in. Let's see if they can make it happen. Rogue going to scout it out a little bit first, see what he can see. Zute here on the 2nd floor going to pop out, and he is going to get the knock actually here. Looking for the extra kill, and he will be able to get another point for C9. Looking for one more.
I think that's a bit of a mistake by Unique there. I don't know if they really needed to get that aggressive on it. They've got Zute completely boxed out here. Zute might just opt to kind of wait this one out, see if they try to feed him another kill once
Yeah, I don't
again.
know.
I don't think they needed to do that at all. I'm a little bit surprised by that. I mean, maybe it was just a confidence move and they really wanted to end it, pick up that extra point for themselves. They've already got 15 kills, though. This is a phenomenal round. It's more important to get those 20 points for the first place.
That's really what it's about. You know, I think they should have been a little bit safer. I'm 95% sure they knew he was up there on the second floor, so charging in alone, probably not the best idea. I think you just got to wait out here in the circle and force Sute to make the first move. And out he comes, and down he will go. Team Unique gonna pick up the win with, I believe, 16 kills on the back of that one. So a massive round on Miramar for Team Unique.
Incredible stuff from them, just pushing through that southeast part of the circle methodically. Oh my goodness, 5 kills for Old Boy, 5 kills for Rogue, 3 for